What's going on out there, good people, and welcome back to LMD Trading, where I am living my dream trading. Just sitting down at the desk to get a little pre-market prep out of the way. I am not 100% sure if I am actually going to trade today. I actually had a medical procedure done this morning and had some anesthesia, so I'm a little groggy, but talking to the anesthesiologist, the anesthesia that they gave me was a quick wear off medicine. So based on previous procedures, I am nowhere near as groggy as I usually would be. So figured I would just sit here, kind of get my charts marked out and go from there, and figured I'd kind of make a video just showing what I do from that 8:30 to 9 o'clock period. And then from 9 o'clock, it's a different process. So we're just going to do that 8:30 to 9 o'clock right now. So let's go ahead. Let's jump into the charts real quick. We have the SPY pulled up. Good way to get it started. So first thing that I do usually in the mornings, I remove these white charts. White charts are intraday charts. And then I will look at the hourly, which is right here in the middle. And I will just start drawing my hourly channels. And I'm going to draw this all the way out to this higher point right here. We do see that this kind of just traded along this lower one. So I'm going to edit. I'm going to change the color, because I like to use a different color every channel. So you see we had the yellow, we got the magenta. This one will be red today. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through right here and just put this intermediate channel. I'll extend that one to the right. I'm gonna edit this one, and I'm gonna make this the same exact color as the primary. And I'll extend it to the right. That's it for the SPY. That's it. We see that the SPY was in a downtrend right here, and we got that trend break. So that's the SPY. I'm going to come to Apple. I'm going to do the same exact thing. So on Apple, I'm going to go from this point here up to where that's, actually I'm going to go right there, off of this point right here. I'm going to redraw that as a channel, and I'm going to come over to right there. Again, I want as many points as I can have touching. I don't mind these coming over a little bit. That's kind of giving me my confirmation that the channel is being tested. We'll edit, we'll change that color. So we have yellow, we have magenta. I'm going to do the blue one. Actually, we already got a blue one right there, and I'm gonna delete that blue one. So we'll go with that blue. Save. And again, this one is no longer in play. I'll remove it. So that's Apple's upper trend on the hourly. Let's go Amazon. Amazon is in an uptrend. That's good. I'll come here again. Just looking for multiple areas touching. Redraw it as a channel. I'm going to come right there. I'm going to extend that to the right. And we don't have any right now for, actually we have one that's way back there out of play. So I always want to start with the first one. Okay. I'm going to delete that one, where it keeps my charts fairly clean. So that is Amazon. And we'll get rid of these arrows just to keep the chart looking clean. Meta. Meta is in a little funky channel. This is funky. So I'm going to go there. I'm going to come and redraw this one. And I'm going to use those points right there that are touching. I'm going to keep this big channel. I'll keep that one down there as well. So looking at it, we got purple, we got the blue, we'll have a red one today. Bam, that's it. So that's all I am doing. It's coming through and drawing my channels. I also could have went from here to that point right there. I'm gonna redraw this and then came that way and came that way. But I like that point right there. And I'm gonna keep this one here just because. I'll change that a different color though. Like I said, I like my intradays to be white. They just make it easier. I'm gonna extend this one out. We'll kind of see where, if this candle pushes higher, we're gonna see where it kind of taps out at. Let's look at Microsoft. Microsoft is another one that's not totally clean. It's almost just channel trading right now. So for that, what I'm gonna do is just drop a price level line. And see, I use both. I use channels and price level lines. So I'm gonna just drop a price level line right there because this is not really in a channel right now. Let's take a peek at NVDA. I'm gonna remove these old intraday channels. Get those out the way. NVDA is another one. It is not in a totally clean channel on the hourly. So it's not really like basing right there either. So I'm not gonna really worry about drawing anything for NVDA right now. And last one is Tesla. Tesla, and this is why I say that you could draw it from either way. First, let's get rid of these intradays. Clean the chart up a little bit. There we go. See how it cleans that up a little bit. Get rid of these arrows also. This one here, I'm gonna draw from this point here. Go back. I'm gonna draw it from that point there to that point there. I'll redraw this as a channel. And we're gonna go right there because you got that point, you got all those points coming through there, and you have that point right there touching. Extend that to the right. Edit. This magenta one right there is not really in play. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna use magenta today. And I'm gonna get rid of that one. And so you almost have this one running parallel to that one. It's off just a little bit, but that's it. That's my routine in the mornings as far as hourly channels. I'm gonna come here to my let's go to that pre-market right now just to kind of look at some other ones. Where we at? We got about a minute before 10 minutes in this video just to see what anything is looking like. So this was in an uptrend. This was in an uptrend from there to there. Redraw that as a channel. There. It's failing. It's failing that hourly channel. Now this could come all the way back up and leave a nice bottoming tail, at which point this stock right here would be very interesting. Very interesting. Kind of just consolidating. It is setting slightly higher lows. ICU, choppy. And see how quick it is just to kind of go through these. This one here is in a slight up channel. Just looking at those points there. Redraw that as a channel. Get a few of those to touch right there. It's in an up channel. Sono, nothing. Nothing. Slight up channel, but it's not pretty. You go from there to there. redraw this as a channel right there. I'll go ahead, change the color on that one. And these are if I was taking some low cap stocks. It's actually not a bad looking chart right there, y'all. It's not bad, because if this gets back above previous high of day, makes this move to the top of the channel, if it busts out, it's got some good areas. And see, I'll come here and still mark my price levels. So that's not bad there. Again, do a little cleanup, get rid of those old channels that's no longer in play. And that is it. That's my pre-market routine. If you notice, at no time did I really pay attention to the daily. Didn't really pay attention to the daily. If I come over here and I highlight that, we do see that it's just about gapping over that. So this hourly is going to basically tell me what I need to see off of the daily. And look at that. Look at that. Right up to it right now. Look at that, marching right up. Again, NVDA is not really in a channel per se. I could come from this point here. I can come from that point there to that point, redraw this as a channel, and maybe right there you get a few points touching, but it's not the cleanest chart, and I need to do a little housekeeping on that. And you could say that that's the channel. Let's see, we got boom, boom, and boom. We'll use that red one there. And then saw a white channel. There it is right there. Get rid of that. So that is a somewhat, because you see you got that point, that point, that point, and then this is kind of flat. So Microsoft is a decent channel. Don't really see anything on NVDA. And I think I just said NVDA when I was doing that one, but that was Microsoft. You come right there, redraw it as a channel. You getting this point, that point right there. And look at where it's basing at. Extend that to the right. We're going to change the color on that one to yellow. I don't see. Well, we got a yellow one right there. We'll go green. Watch, I'm going to extend this one. Let's see where this comes into play. Look at that. Look at that. See how I just extended this yellow one? Look at where that tail came and based out at. So that is my 8:30 to 9 o'clock routine. Now at 9 o'clock, 10 after, I'll focus on the 1 minute and the 5 minute, and I'll start looking for patterns. So like here on the 5, NVDA was in a downtrend. Extend that to the right, redraw it as a channel. Boom. We're getting a trend break right now. But I don't want to do this until after 9 o'clock because these kind of change. But you see what it is. We see that this is in an uptrend inside of the hourly uptrend. That's what you want to find. I like the trend breaks though. Again, this is in a up channel. You go there, redraw this as a channel, and you can come right there. Extend that to the right. So this should start failing, pushing back down. And that's it. And all of these are going to change. I'm just kind of showing you what I do for my 5-minute charts, which these work on the 1 minute as well. Downtrend. This is the trend break. It's in a downtrend. This should have come down. It didn't set a lower low it set a higher low. I go here to there. That is my break to the high side. It's that simple. Or I could have came from this point here to that point right there and then redrew it as a channel. And look at how easy that is. Let's get rid of this trend line. Look at that. That's my trend break. This comes back down to here, market open. I'm taking that trade right there all day long. But that's it. That is a quick snapshot on my pre-market routine. So I'm already pretty much set up for the big cap stocks that I'm looking for. As always, thanks for checking me out. If you hadn't already hit that like button, please do so. If you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. And as always, we can continue the conversation in the comments. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure if I'm a trade. I feel decent. Wanted to wait about an hour since I've been home. Probably grab me some oatmeal and get ready. Get ready for what the market has in store. If I am going to trade, I'm going to swap this back over real quick one time. Just so you can see. Look at that. Spitting off a red candle as it's rejecting that. I'm going to switch this back to the 1 minute real quick. And you can see it. Kind of fighting that area to get out of that channel. It's going to pull back down. That 5 minute chart is what I could use to stay in a trade very long and maximize my profit potential. So, all right, we up out of here. If I do get some trades in, be on the lookout for a recap. Otherwise, tomorrow I will definitely be back trading. Peace.